3 ways to anneal aluminium and why. Let's talk about it. So, annealing aluminium, what does it do? It makes the material more malleable so it's easier to bend and move around. That comes in handy when you're hammer forming a real compound shape where there's a lot of stretch required and you haven't annealed it. You're going to be hammering and hammering and hammering and probably break the butt. So you anneal the aluminium, do some pre-stretch, and then hammer form it around. It comes a lot quicker, neater, easier. Goes hard again afterwards because as you work the aluminium, it work hardens and becomes tougher and tougher and tougher. So by the time you're done hammer forming, it's usually pretty close to the consistency, the malleability it was before. It's a lot tougher than after you just annealed it. So let's talk about it. How do we anneal it? 3 ways. Got soot, soap, and a pen marker. So what we can do, take soap, rub it around. Chugga, 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 chugga. Happy days. Now, what do we do with that soap? What we're going to do is we're going to go with a neutral flame on the oxyacetylene and just burn the soap. So it's not going to burn off, but it's going to go black. Once all the soap we've rubbed on has gone black, we know, hey, that's close to the temperatures of annealing the aluminium, and we can feel instantly, hey, that's malleable, or hey, that didn't work too much, let's heat it up a bit more. Second way, the Koki marker. Do it the exact same way. Just go do some lines. Chugga, 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 chugga. Go with the oxyacetylene, burn these lines off. We know, hey, that's near the temperature we want to anneal the aluminium at. Happy days. That panel will be annealed. Third way, soot from the acetylene, spray some on, burn it off, it's annealed. Let's get to it. So what flame do we want when burning off the soot or Koki marker or soap? What we want is a neutral flame. How do we get that? We go with the acetylene, we open it, flame starts getting rough, we just back off a little bit, like that. Then we start adding oxygen. As we add oxygen, we're going to see we've got a long cone, and we've got an inner cone, then we've got a small cone at the tip of the torch. What we want to do is we just want to add equal parts acetylene to oxygen. How we know we've achieved that is this cone is going to shorten and shorten until the 2 cones touch each other just at the tip there. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Now we're on a neutral flame. Now we just go to the panel and we burn off the Koki marker, and that's how we anneal it. So you can see I'm jumping around and not just working one area. The reason I'm doing that is I don't want to burn away the edges or overheat the material. Just want to get rid of the Koki, and then happy days, we've reached temperature. Onto the soap. How does the soap technique work? All you do, we've applied the soap already, and we just burn it till it goes black. So you can see I'm bouncing around because I don't want to burn the edges off of the aluminium. So I stuck around a little bit too long. You can see these spots of color. That panel's actually been burnt now and was milliseconds away from burning a hole through. So because this is such a hard material, that's become brittle, and essentially if this was a panel, it would be scrap. It's just gonna crack on you and give you troubles in the future. So don't stick around so long. Jump around places more. Jump around, jump around, jump around, and don't overheat it. The soot method. What we want to do now is add no oxygen, just straight acetylene. Back it off a little bit. And we just put some soot in the panel. Just a slight amount. We don't want to add too much and get the panel too hot. Then when we burn it off, we end up melting the aluminium. And now we just burn off the soot. So what we want to do is just be careful. We want to jump around the whole time. We don't want to overheat the panel and make it brittle or burn holes in it. Very easy to do. So we just constantly move the torch back and forth, back and forth. Be very careful on the edges because they burn away and get brittle very quickly. What I like to do is start on my edges and then work around them and then go to the center of the panel. This way I know, hey, the edges are done. We don't have to go back there while the panel's at temperature and they burn away even easier then. So we have our 3 panels now. The one with annealed with the Koki marker, the one with the soap, and the one with the soot. Not too sure how to show that the panel is more malleable and softer besides bending it and you taking my word for it. So we'll start with the Koki marker one. We could see, hey, this car bends easy. Not easy, but a bunch easier than it would. It's 5000 series aluminium, so it's not fun to bend. Then we can go on to the soap one. We overheated a little bit. You can actually see on the back side where we almost burned through. But that's besides the point. You can see, hey, bends, no problem. No problem. Happy days. That's 2 annealed panels. Then we go to the soot one, a little bit warm still. Bend it, no problem. Happy days. As you want. Then, 4th piece, unannealed, slightly smaller, so it's going to be harder to bend, but yeah, I can't even bend the corners over on this one. I can, but it's not going to be fun to hammer, form, or bend with it. So that's how to anneal aluminium, and that's Annealing Aluminium 101 with Martin.